Do we miss Aiden Hutchinson and David Ojabo defensively? I don't think so. Was Michigan overrated coming into this game? I didn't think so. It's proven to be right. Turns out we didn't even need JJ to ball out versus this Penn State team because Michigan went to the ground often and to the tune of 418 yards rushing. Blake Corum is a Heisman contender. His stock went straight up. Donovan Edwards had his comeback breakout game after the injury earlier this season. I was waiting for that. The offensive line just ground up Penn State's defensive line. And Michigan received the opening kick. And they scored their last 5 touchdowns doing that, taking the opening kick down for a touchdown. This time, settled for a field goal. In fact, their first drives, they settled for field goals, and I was a little nervous at that point. But on the first drive, Penn State had a late hit, and one of the defenders, I guess it wasn't, the ref called it a late hit, but it was an unnecessary roughness is what I would call it. The guy drove Cornelius Johnson into the ground on the tackle. You can't do that. And from there, ground and pound until the 11-yard line. And then McCarthy missed a throw, kind of a bubble for a wide receiver. And we had to settle for a field goal. And Penn State's first drive, right after that, went 3 and out. Defense was electric. Michigan's second drive, there was a 33-yard pass, some good runs, 3rd and 5 completion. We got down there and settled for another field goal. Penn State's second drive, 3 and out. Once again. So just dominant performance by the defense. Michigan's third drive, they were moving the ball. JJ had a scary pass. He got hit when he was throwing it. It just barely got over the fingertips of the defender and was completed to, I believe it was Donovan Edwards. And then Ronnie Bell had some nice catches on that drive, and Corum just grinds and gets a touchdown. So Michigan is up, 13-7 or 13-0 at that point. And then Penn State, on their third drive, Clifford keeps the ball for a huge run, 62 yards, got down inside the 5, and a couple plays later on fourth and goal, they got the touchdown. So it was 13-7 at that point. Just a back and forth game here in the first half. Michigan, fourth drive. Edwards with a big run, and then a tipped pick 6 for Penn State, and everything's unraveling, right? Oh, man, adversity. Michigan is now losing the game 13-14, and it seemed like from that point on, we really leaned on the running attack. McCarthy, it was not his best game. He had some good throws, and he had, if Cade McNamara was in there and couldn't get outside, McCarthy got out and got away from pressure a lot of the times, and that helped. It helped us. Michigan's fourth drive, Edwards. Oh, that's what I said. All right, and then Michigan's got the ball back on their fifth drive. A big 3rd and 6 run by JJ, a pass interference call on Penn State, some Corum nice runs, and a field goal. So right before half. So we're up 16-14 at halftime. That was a huge drive to get back the momentum, get back on top going into halftime. If not for 2 plays at halftime, Michigan could be up anywhere from 20 or 23-7 at halftime. Really, it could be a shutout at that point. And the first downs were 18 for Michigan to 1 for Penn State. Now, Penn State got the ball to open the second half and got a 3rd and 10. It looked like we had them stopped, but they converted on 3rd down. And then a 51-yard bomb, perfect placement by Clifford. There was nothing DJ Turner could do. But they had to settle for a field goal. We got them back to third down, and they could not convert. So it was 16-17, Penn State, and that was the first moment all season where Michigan trailed in the second half. So I'm getting a little nervous. Penn State next drive, Michigan's sixth drive. Donovan Edwards had a 67-yard touchdown run. Bam, Michigan's right back on top. They go for the 2-point conversion, and it was good. So now 24-17, Michigan leads. And then Penn State's, it's only their fifth drive at this point. Drove down to Michigan's 35. They had an offensive pass interference, and Michigan got a turnover on downs. And that'll be a theme here coming up. Michigan's seventh drive was one play, and it was Corum's 61-yard touchdown run, and the stock for the Heisman went way, way up. He broke through, but not only did he do that, he had the speed to get to the end zone. It was an amazing change of events there. And then Penn State's sixth drive starts at their own 11-yard line. They get a first down, but a third down sack for Michigan sets up a punt. And Michigan's eighth drive there was a holding penalty, but Bell, it was a weird drive. Bell squirms for a first down. It gets knocked out of he squirms for a first down. McCarthy then, the next time they needed a first down, he gets the first down, stretches it out. The ball is fumbled. They say that it's not good enough for the first down. So now, I think it was. The ball, even if the ball was fumbled backwards, it still went out after the line to gain, in my opinion. But it doesn't matter because we got the fourth down conversion, and Edwards with a nice run after the catch up the sideline for a big chunk play, and Penn State, and then false starts started to happen. And was it Penn State with disconcerting signals? Because that's what Harbaugh thought. He was adamant, yelling at the refs, screaming that there are disconcerting signals out there going on, and that's what's causing Michigan to false start, and that's a penalty on the defense if the referees catch that. So they were doing that, and we had to settle for a field goal. And at that point, it was 34-17. We doubled them up. Penn State's seventh drive, there was a quarterback change. I don't know if Clifford was injured or if they just kind of gave up and wanted the young guy to get some experience. I believe that Clifford was hurt. There's no reason to pull him right there if he's not. And then they had a turnover on downs with the young guy. Michigan's ninth drive, Edwards has a 28-yard run on 3rd and 14. The next play, he got the touchdown. So it was 41-17 at that point for Michigan. Penn State's eighth drive, they dropped a wide open, kind of a tricky play where he faked it to the running back. The running back was wide open, and he threw it to the running back, but dropped or just overthrown. And the next few plays, it was a turnover on downs. Eventually, Michigan got the ball back and ran out the clock. What a game! What a dominant performance, like I said, by the defense, the offensive line, and the running game for Michigan. So I think Michigan is for real. I always have. Maybe other people will now. Up next for Michigan is a bye week, and then the revenge game versus Michigan State at home. Michigan State was one of the two teams that beat Michigan last season. We're rolling along, 7-0 now, and I get to sit back and watch all the other games, the 3:30 games, Alabama, Tennessee, and all that. I'm a happy guy. So there you go. Congrats to the Wolverines. Go Blue, and have a great day, everybody. Thanks.